Guys, I'm back with another one. Let me try to speak louder because I feel like I was talking real low. I've been talking low. So it is like normalize outgrowing people. Okay, normalize that in your life. Normalize outgrowing people, situations, habits, things. Right? Become like you have to start to get this attitude of like you are human, right? You are going to go through different phases in your life. It doesn't mean you're a different person. It doesn't mean you're changed, right? You're just a whole different person. But it means that you're evolving, you're growing, right? You're growing, right? Because if something is not growing, then what is it doing? It's dying. Okay, so I'm assuming you're growing. Normalize outgrowing people. Okay, normalize outgrowing people, situations, circumstances that is not fulfilling you anymore. It doesn't mean something is wrong. It doesn't mean we have an issue. It doesn't mean I don't like you. I can love you from a distance. I can love you from a distance, right? But it does not mean that I have to take you with me where I'm going. Okay? We have to get comfortable with allowing people to stay in a different season in our life. And I know this is like the biggest thing that a lot of people struggle with. Okay? I struggle with it a lot, right? Because we just tend to think that we got to take everybody with us, but we don't. Okay? Because a lot of times you'll realize, okay, and I've said this before, when you are leveling up, when God is putting you on a path to success, you will be by yourself. You'll be by yourself. At least for some time until he brings in the right people. You will notice right before God is about to elevate you, everybody will get cut out of your life. Overnight, you will lose almost everybody in your life. And you will look up and realize, wow, I was surrounded around people who literally was doing nothing but keeping me stuck, right? Keeping me from getting where I'm going, keeping me in the same vibration, in the same thinking pattern, in the same everything, right? And you'll realize how your environment has literally been shaping who you are to this point. See, sometimes we think that we are bigger than the program, right? We think that, oh, well, I know where I'm going, so it don't matter who I'm around. It don't matter where I'm at. It don't matter what environment I'm in, right? Because I'm still flourish. And that is not the truth. Okay, I'm so sorry. Birds of a feather flock together. Okay, it doesn't mean that you're just like whoever you're with or whatever the case. That does not mean that. But what it means is that your environment absolutely shapes who you're going to be. It does. Because if you are hanging around people who are not going anywhere, honey, why do you think you are going to be in that environment and go somewhere? It's not going to work. Okay, 1 + 1 don't equal 3. All right, so normalize outgrowing people, outgrowing situations. It's okay to say, hey, I don't want to do this no more. I don't want to do this when we hang out no more. I don't want to you know normalize, like it's like normalize it, there being a difference in how y'all get along, right? The compatibility. Sometimes compatibilities change. I've had friends in my life where at one point in time we really understood each other, we really got along, right? It made sense for us to be close to each other at that time. And then I've had friends where it's like those same friends where we was like this at one time, right? Now it's like I can't relate. I genuinely can't relate. I still love you, but I can't relate to you no more, right? So realize that it's okay to outgrow people and situations and things, circumstances. It's okay. Okay. Sometimes we think, oh, I don't want nobody to think I'm better than them. I don't want nobody to think, I think I'm this, I'm thinking I'm that. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Would you rather keep doing the same thing and getting the same result? Or would you rather say, you know what? I gotta love you from a distance. And true friends, two people who are your true friends, they're going to still be there, right? It doesn't mean you can't hang out with them and see them from time to time. It just means that they're not going to be in your everyday life anymore. And you got to be okay with that. Okay, so normalize outgrowing people, normalize outgrowing situations, circumstances. All right, you're trying to get to the new. You're trying to go where God is trying to take you. You're trying to get to your elevated level. Okay, you cannot stay at this level and still trying to get to the next level. And another thing, right? Stop trying to take everybody with you. Everybody cannot go with you. We have to realize this. Everybody is not going with us to our promised land. When we get where we've been waiting to get all this time, everybody's not going to be there. I saw this video the other day and she said, wow, she said when she finally got to the table, it was something like this. She said she finally got to the table and she finally was able to feed the table or something like that, right? And she realized nobody was there with her. That is the truth. Okay, you have to realize everybody's not going with you. And I said this in the last video. Sometimes God is not going to bless you with certain people in your life. He's just not going to do it. Okay, that goes for relationship, that goes for friends, that goes for environments. Sometimes he is waiting for you to cut certain relationships off before he gives you the blessing. Because if you are still hanging out with those friends, if you are still hanging with that person, right? If you are still in those environments, he gives you the blessing. You will mess it up. You will mess it all up. Okay? And it will be for nothing. It will be for nothing. And God is not blessing you for you just to mess it up. He's not going to give you something just for you to go and squander it, right? So you have to realize, you have to know that when you are going on a level, when you're on a journey and you're leveling up, right? And you're doing something completely different than what you're used to doing, you are going to lose people. You're going to lose people. Quite frankly, if you want me to be honest with you, you're going to lose everybody. Okay? So be prepared for that. You're going to look up, all your people from the beginning going to be gone. Most of the time. I'm not saying everybody. Most of the time. Especially if you ain't got a whole lot of people in your life. If you got like 5 people, right? You can kiss the you can kiss please. You're going to look up. You're going to be like, damn, I'm by myself. Damn, where my friends at? It's all part of the process. And it's not to say y'all not gonna be friends ever again, right? Because everybody's not like a fake friend or a bad friend. But it's just to say that right now in this season, you need to be by yourself. So I hope this helped. Okay, normalize outgrowing situations, normalize outgrowing people, places, and circumstances. Okay, just because you used to be that certain type of person that used to go out and do certain things, you don't have to identify with that person no more. You can literally choose who you want to be now. Oh no, I don't do that no more. That's not me. That's not me. Okay, and that's what it is. All right, and another thing, be very careful with the people who always try to take you back to who you used to be. Be very careful with the people who are always trying to bring you back to who you used to be. Okay? Those are your monitoring spirits in your life. Okay? They are literally sent so that you don't get nowhere and you stay stuck and you keep going around in a circle. You get a little bit ahead, right? You get ahead, you start leaving them behind, you start opening up, and then they come back, right? And before you know it, you're all the way back at the beginning, right? So normalize, letting people go. Okay, it will save you a whole lot of time and it will get you where you're trying to go a whole lot faster. So I am Wisdom. This is Wisdom Talks. I'll see you in the next talk.